Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Starseeker Tarot. My name is Nia and in today's special reading we will be finding out what your psychic and spiritual gifts, talents and abilities are and how you can unlock them or unlock the next level, because many of you might already be very connected to what the divine blessed you with in that regard. This is also a part 2 because the very first reading I ever did on this channel about 1.5 years ago had the same title, but I've gained many awesome followers ever since, so I wanted to make a part 2. Now, as you can see, you have these 3 keys and groups to choose from. For group number 1, we have a lady holding a key in her hands and she's wearing a ring. So maybe that is an important sign for some of you here. Then for group number 2, we have someone balancing a ring on the tip of their index finger. And then for group number 3, we have someone with a floating key, very interesting, and some sparkles. So all you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to, and when you think you're ready, just see which one of these 3 keys calls your attention the most. Do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual group, so I will see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number 1. Everyone who resonated with the lady holding the key in her beautiful hands with the gold ring on her ring finger. No, it's her middle finger actually. For some reason, I feel like for many of you, it will be very relevant that there is a golden ring or 2 rings stacked on top of each other in that image. Anyway, I'll get to it in a minute. So we are about to find out what gifts, abilities and talents the divine gave you when it comes to, you know, all things psychic, supernatural and spiritual, and we will find out how you can unlock them in case you are not aware of them or feel like you're not very good at it. Yeah, and how you can bring it to the next level if you wish. Now, be very open-minded, please, because it's a collective reading and not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does and feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. Now, I'm loving that the sun is coming out a little bit for you right now to greet you. There is a rainbow greeting you. And I have been talking about this for so long. Rainbows appear maybe also when angels are near. It doesn't always have to be feathers. The rainbow is such a big sign for you. Look at that. So there is something about you being able to see auras. If you haven't seen those yet, I'd highly suggest you train that, because yeah, some people can just see other people's aura. You know, everyone's aura is a color, and sometimes you can see holes or flaws in people's aura. So look into that. Yeah, seeing the aura, and not just of people, but also of, you know, everything that has a spirit and a soul, which is the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, and also I often see places and their energies in color. When I hear music, I see color. So all of that is for you. Now it's disappeared, but color magic, definitely you should be resonating with it. Also seeing orbs, which kind of is a you know, play of color and light. Yeah, you should probably train your third eye. As I have said, many of you will already be very good at this and maybe watching for confirmation, but those of you who aren't yet, work on your third eye chakra, do an opening meditation, massage this spot between your eyes on your forehead, maybe with a crystal, or do something to it that makes sense to you. And I see the golden ring as a promise. So this is written in your karmic soul contract for this lifetime. And since I see 2 rings here, you might have a contract with a being that's in the spirit realm. So this could be a special guide who you agreed with, that they would come into your life when your time to shine comes in divine timing. The time is now. I'm hearing that for all of you. The time is now to really work with these gifts. And as this time is coming now, you will definitely be given a key to unlock it and bring it to the next level. And this is a divine contract that you have with another spirit being. Very awesome. And do you know what the middle finger means in when it comes to energies? I know that the fingers are aligned with planets. Is the middle finger Jupiter? Please let me know if you know. And where we wear rings can give great, you know, support to energy work if we believe in that. So do you wear a ring on your middle finger? I sometimes do. That's highly significant. Okay, but now let's go and let's get into it with my Alice in Wonderland deck. This might also be a sign for you. You are probably someone who gets great confirmation and signs through legends and fairy tales and fantasy books and movies. And I see this being that you have a contract with giving you a star code. They are in the spirit realms, and they are giving you this shining golden star. And if you do this kind of, the star will kind of fall into your hands. What is this about? I want to talk to this being on the other side. What's this star, please? The group number 1. What is the star? Also, there is a star on this deck. Temperance. No, temptation in the reverse. Temptation in the reverse. Yeah, we are living in times of great deception, corruption, and temptation. This is the devil card in the regular arcana. Here we have this guy here playing on a flute, some musical notes, and we have a star here coming through his crown chakra. And another starfish here and seashells. If this resonates with you, you might have found yourself tempted to use your gifts for reasons that maybe are a little bit selfish. Only take it if it resonates, you know, or to maybe other people have tried to have you abuse your gifts for selfish causes. For example, love spells. If someone leaves you, you know, you shouldn't do any black magic to get them back. If they leave you, they don't deserve you to begin with. Or maybe revenge spells and stuff like that. I know no one here will do that, but there's this energy of temptation. This is also about this battle that's going on between good and bad. So you're definitely a light worker, and please listen to song lyrics. You can communicate with anyone through song lyrics, so just give it attention, and the more you give it attention, the stronger this ability will become. So anyone you would like to hear from, this could be a passed on loved one, this could be your guides, this could be a person who's still alive, this could be Mother Nature, your galactic family, whoever. Just set your intention to receive answers from them or communication, and then pay attention to what songs come to you, or maybe also poems, because poetry is very melodic, isn't it? So great communication from higher beings. King of Flowers. So this is the energy you have a contract with the spirit being's energy you have a contract with. Look how this flower looks like a speakerphone. So definitely music. Even if you are not a musician, or if you haven't really been that much into music, I highly suggest you get into it. Certain frequencies or certain sounds definitely help you unlock this ability even more. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, actual music. It can also be the sound of running water. Definitely water sounds with this King of Flowers energy here with this, which is cups energy, I believe. I just see flowing water, ocean wave sounds, rainy sounds. Listen to those. If you do that and meditate and do some conscious breathing and maybe some crown and third eye chakra opening meditation things, then you will get great communication coming in, and you will hear it. You will hear it. This is something that you will hear. The other being doesn't have to be male per se, but probably for the vast majority, excuse me, amongst you, they are. So maybe it's a passed on loved one who has become one of your guides, because they helped you develop this interest in the afterlife and in the spirit realms. But it could also be a soulmate from a past life, a guide, an angel, or maybe a spirit being, a nature spirit being. You know what this is, because it's something that you are already working on or expecting or wishing for. The moon in the reverse. Now, the moon in the reverse is highly, highly psychic, and this is definitely something coming up that's been slumbering within you. And as I've been saying, the time is now. I see the red moon. I did a reading ages ago on this channel. I will try and remember to link it in the description box down below. Remind me if I forget, which is titled Moon Magic. And there is one group, I believe, which is called the Blood Moon. You should probably listen to it. There's something about the Blood Moon, moon magic. Work according to the phases of the moon. And again, the moon has a great effect on water. We are made out of water. The majority of our body is water. So moon magic. And look, there's the being again on the other side. So you would be a great medium, not just to talk to past and loved ones, but, you know, to any being that is not physical and material. I mean, I love indigenous religions because they communicate with nature spirits as well. People communicate with trees and such, or with elemental spirits and with animals. If you have been wanting to become an animal communicator, you can do it. You can do it. And this will be awakened within you now, because now is the time. And again, work on your kind of clair audience. I have another reading about the clair gifts that I will link in the description box down below. Clair audience is definitely your thing, and clair vision. But the main emphasis is on audience. So I can imagine that if you become some kind of channeler or medium, you actually hear them, all right? And this might have already happened to you, that you heard something and hopefully it didn't spook you. What more is there? All right, the Hermit. The Hermit. You are probably a loner. Or an introvert. If you are, it's because you are a very wise old soul. And wise old souls at this time really struggle, because the world is full of very young souls who are at the very beginning stages of spiritual learning. And it's also full of, I call them zombie people, who don't really have a soul. They just serve to help the global shift happen in good and bad ways. So if it's good ways, they're not necessarily zombies, but many creatures here are not human. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say to it. Anyway, you perceive this because you feel like you don't belong, you feel like you don't fit in. Just remember that you are meant to be like this, even if it hurts, because if you spend a lot of alone time where you self-reflect, where you do shadow work, where you connect with beings that are not human, this could be animals. Maybe you're an animal lover because you just can't with humans. I'm with you on that, if that resonates. Or you're a plant lover because you can't with humans. Maybe you have gotten into things like, you know, astrology or astral projection or lucid dreaming, and like all things kind of ethereal, cosmic, magical. You have gotten into that because you just can't with the human world, and that is a precious gift. So the more that you appreciate yourself for being this way, the more gifts will come to you. And look, there is this spoon serving sugar, and again, some sugar. Spirit's going to give you some sugar for real, and this being's going to give you some sugar, so a treat coming in, and it will be smooth like butter. So for those of you who don't resist, you know, consciously or subconsciously, if you just practice acceptance and peace through, you know, affirmations and meditation, the more you do that, the more you will get rid of any blockages, and the more you will see your purpose, and the more your gifts will come to you. So unlock it by accepting who you are. You are not weak. You are not a weirdo. You are not ugly. You're not a loner. You are meant to be here. You're meant to be exactly here, and you're meant to be exactly the way you are. And if you find confidence in that, you're going to get some sugar. What's this sugar, please? This reminds me of that song, Sugar, do, 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 honey, honey. Again, songs. The Hierophant in the reverse. You have, in this reading, 4 major arcana cards and a court card. So this is super significant. The Hierophant in the reverse is telling you that you are doing something outside the norm. You might have already been like that and always, you know, when it comes to the way you dress, the way just your life works. You don't go with the flow. You don't follow mainstream anything. You are different. That's why you have been finding yourselves not agreeing with anything mainstream and what everyone does. And this could be on a minor scale, on a bigger scale when it comes to politics, yuck, and all of that. You just don't agree because you are so different. And this is also when it comes to your psychic abilities. You might have been doing a lot of research, or you have been trying to learn a lot about these abilities that you would like to train. But who was it? Picasso said, don't go to art school. I believe it was him. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't go to art school because the teachers will ruin your artistic gift. For you, the message is don't read too many books. Don't let too many kind of teachers tell you how it works, because you are so different. I'm getting starseed energy for many of you, or maybe you are kind of communicated by some star beings. So this will come to you automatically. The solar energy and the entire energy on the globe will bring upon this shift within you if you don't resist, and it will come to you naturally. You are someone who should follow the rule of learning by doing, not learning by studying. I'm clearly getting that. So follow your instincts. If you feel suddenly drawn to do a moon ritual, do it. It will work. And don't read too much about it, how you should do it and such. Just do it, because your inner voice is the voice of your higher selves and that of this King of Flowers being's energy. So don't follow the rules. Just do you, boo. Do you, boo. Okie dokes. The pair. This is so amazing, and I'm kind of getting my truth bumps here. Do you understand how awesome this is? 5 major arcana cards and 1 court card in your reading here. You have, quite possibly, not too many people have an actual twin flame at all. This is extremely rare, and a twin flame is not limited to romantic relationships. It is a being who always represents your divine counterpart. So in the vast majority of the cases, you are opposite genders. You might also be opposite ethnicities, opposite anything, and you clearly have someone on the other side who is not incarnated in human form. So you are opposites in a sense that you are in a human vessel, and they are, I don't know what they are, you will know, an ET or a spirit soul, an angel, the divine. They are your divine counterpart on the other side. And you are supposed to recognize that more and more. You are supposed to really dive into that and explore the communication. If you practice your communication with that being, you can then extend it to communication with other beings. And the apple, again, goes back to this temptation. So make sure that you protect yourselves, that no malevolent or deceptive energies come through. Okay, you know what to do to protect yourselves, because when you are an open channel and you don't set the intention for only beings of love and light to come through, it's easy for lower vibrational beings to come through. But if you protect yourselves, you don't have to be worried. Okay, okie dokie. I really love this so far. If you love it too, please leave a thumbs up and a comment. Comments help so much. If you don't know what to say, leave a, what should you leave? A teapot or cup emoji. And if you are new and would like to join our star tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. I'm now using a very new oracle deck. So this was the Disney Alice in Wonderland deck, obviously, and this one is the Elki Oracle Oracle, which I love because it has a butterfly here, and look how there is 3. So you could potentially have been blessed with a whole new spirit team for your time to shine now. Now let's see about your gifts and how to unlock them. Please, I want to talk to your, I'm just going to call them the King of Flowers. They could be female or have no gender at all. I don't know who's coming through, but I'm just calling them the King of Flowers. Please help your divine counterpart here. How can they unlock this? What are they supposed to do or recognize? They want you to see and recognize something. So maybe they're just encouraging you that, yes, everything you have been experiencing is legitimate and is them. Okay, Futura, she who divines future choice, judgment. So you might have been blessed with the gift of having future visions, you know, of becoming some kind of, true oracle, a prophet of some sort. Have you been having prophetic dreams? I've had some very weird kind of prophetic dreams in the past. If you have to, I know how weird that feels, especially when they come true. You might have also been experiencing a lot of déjà vus, where you find yourself in a situation that makes you know you have been there before at some point. Everything looked the same, like this is the same thing. And what happens there is that you align with some kind of frequency that is timeless, because in other spheres, in other realms, time is not linear, and you're just connecting to awesome places. So yeah, future divination. And don't be shy to use tools like tarot or you know, scrying, intuitive writing, whatever, or something really cool is like, I don't know what it's called, but where people throw or cast runes or little bones or sticks. Are you into that? Do it. Also, dowsing might be for you. Pearl, empower, uplift, elevate, she who rises up. So you will really rise to that next level. And again, there's not much you need to do to unlock this apart from believing in yourselves and learning by doing. Just do it. Don't hold back. She has, this looks like a phoenix on her shoulder. Do you have a phoenix tattoo? If that's you, then super confirmation. Also, I'm guessing that this being could be a loving ancestor, possibly female who you inherited some pearl necklace, earrings, some pearl jewelry from. So this could be a mother figure, grandmother figure, this being, okay? But they are here to guide you. They passed on to the other side to guide you, for sure. What else? Okay, I have seen this card before and I read it wrong. I thought it said ayudas, which is you help in Spanish, and this is not coincidental. So the gift you have, you will use it to help other people, definitely. That's why you are supported so much. What is she having in her? There's a bee. Bees and butterflies might be your spirit animals. You might also be looking like her a little bit. The way she looks at me is like, maybe that's how you're looking at the screen. I don't know. Could be a resemblance, but orders. Fearless, justified, resistance. She who resists. There is this temptation energy that, you know, you have to be very careful to not use your gifts to help people who don't have the highest good of everyone involved in mind. You know, people who are very powerful are often approached by people who want to abuse that power. So protect your power. That's just a little bit of an advice from this being coming through. And also the being, especially if they are a mother figure on the other side, they could have had these gifts as well, and you inherited the gifts from them. So they know what this is about. I feel like drawing one more oracle card for you. For some reason, I feel like there's one more. One last one. Orchid, look at that. Look at the beautiful, beautiful blue butterflies. She who thrives, flourish, prosper, blossom. The orchid might be a sign for you, but definitely blue butterflies. And I have a group of viewers on my channel who see blue butterflies as signs everywhere. If that's you, another piece of beautiful confirmation. This is about transformation and about you know, unfolding. You will really be thriving. And if you don't see it right now, be very careful that this, like, you not seeing yourselves as someone who's like thriving and living their full potential. Your thoughts are magical. They are spells and they will turn into reality. Believe it, embrace it, claim it, claim your butterfly transformation. It's all coming naturally. I feel like this is not just written in your divine contract, but also in your DNA. And you know, the butterfly doesn't do anything intentionally to come out of the cocoon. It's just Mother Nature doing that. And I feel like this is your transition as well. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, let me know, do you like this new thumbnail style? So instead of using cards, I use these images. Do you enjoy that? Let me know. And yeah, if you'd like to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. Also, thank you to the lovely people who have become members of this channel. Sending you all my blessings, and until very soon, bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2, everyone who resonated with the hand balancing a beautiful golden key on the tip of their index. And by the way, I'm speaking to you now and I have some crystals hanging on the wall, and there is one kind of almost blinding me in the eye right now, and it's casting this pink light into my eye. So your gift could be clairvoyance. But yeah, keep in mind the reading is for the collective and not every single detail here might resonate with you. So only take what does and feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. Now, I'm getting such magical energy from you. If you strongly felt attracted to group number 2, there is something about unicorn magic. So you might be feeling like the last unicorn, very lonely, kind of a little bit intimidated by the state of the world. You might be feeling a little bit abandoned, but still you know your worth. You know that there is nothing wrong with you. You know that you are very magical, and that only people who believe in magic can see how beautiful you are. So there is a message about self-worth that you need to work on in order to bring your gift to the next level. All right, because you will already understand kind of what your gifts are. Or maybe you'll be unlocking some new ones. We will see. You have a gift in your fingers as well. So probably healing, touch, or making beautiful things with your fingers. You might be saying that's something practical, that's not psychic. That is wrong. Many artists channel energy when they make their art, or when they write music or make music. So let the divine energies flow through your fingers. You're supposed to build something, and you will get great inspiration through your clairvoyance, and also things you see. Even if you see things that are practical and real, it doesn't mean that they are not sent to you by a higher force. So let's just see what more there is. I'll be using my very precious Last Unicorn Tarot. If you know the film, do you love it as much as I do? I just love it so much. Again, we have the butterflies here. So butterflies could be a big sign for you. This one is purple. Oh, wow. Okay, the 10 of Swords in the reverse. You... Definitely, there is this energy of you feeling defeated, abandoned, and hurt. There's a lot of sadness on your shoulders weighing you down. The message here from Spirit is that your wings are not broken. You might be a winged unicorn, you know, or an earth angel. You might be feeling like you have no wings to fly, and you don't have a magic wand on your forehead as a unicorn. You do. It's just that, you know, life's been so unfair to you. What about this? Because this pain here is kind of what is blocking your gifts. And I know how triggering this sounds, but you need to kind of maybe see the lesson in this pain, or you will gain something from this pain. Maybe Spirit will compensate you for it. We'll see. What does this mean? Also, I'm seeing the number 2. Is 222 your angel number? It could very well be. Or are you born on a 2nd? If you are born on a 2nd of the month, these numbers are highly significant. It means that you are someone who incarnated in order to create harmony and balance in relationships. So you might have had many very difficult relationships, quite toxic ones. And trust and believe that your gift, regardless of how these relationships ended, was to make this other person see something, maybe see their wrongdoings, recognize their wounds, their shadows. I don't know, but that's a gift you have. The Devil in the reverse. We saw the Devil in the reverse in group number 1 as well. You are this vulnerable being here at the center. You are definitely feeling like her. I hope the camera does it justice. You have this devil here, and that's just the state of the world. I mean, there is so much going on. Natural disasters everywhere, wars, people being very unwell, people dealing with mental health issues, and you just can't take it anymore. You're feeling so fragile. But please look at how there is this wonderful orb of protection around this fragile being, and that is you. And you are not fragile, you're just delicate. You know, you are like a porcelain doll. You are made to be that way. And there is a purpose for you to be that way, because look at the monster. It has white eyes here. So even the dark side sees your preciousness. Now, if you look back at your relationships, not just romantic, you probably showed yourself very vulnerable, or you just broke down in front of them because you couldn't handle their darkness. And again, regardless of whether they walked away from you and gave you closure or apologized, you left a rock in their shoe or a little thorn in their heart. and they haven't forgotten about you. They think back to these moments where they hurt you, and that is your gift you give to them, that you make them become a better person. And this is very tough to take. And if you don't like what you're hearing right now, then tune out, because I see that, you know, you agreed to incarnate and be this vulnerable person to kind of tame the beast in a empathetic, sensitive and sensible way. This is a message that I got in my What Kind of Witch Are You reading. If you watched it and if you chose the pile I'm talking about, this is double confirmation. And how is this a psychic ability, you're probably asking? Well, you just connect to your purpose there, but we will be looking further into this, because your psychic ability is definitely more than just that, but only if you accept that you are someone who is met with low vibrational, aggressive, wounded people who bleed on those who didn't hurt them. If you kind of accept this as your path, then you will gain strength, and then you will feel empowered, and then you will gain abilities to protect and heal yourselves, and to also better heal these other people. So you are someone who works with energy healing, with transmutation. And know that the nasty people or nasty situations that were thrown at you is because you are the only one who can, make a devil see their behavior and show remorse or regret. I highly resonate with this, so you're not alone if you do too. Wow, the Hermit. Why are we seeing so many similar cards? We saw the Hermit in group number 1 as well. In the reverse, you are such a loner, and I am too. I'm really resonating with this message as well. Your path is rocky. Your path is not linear. Your path is so lonely. Your path has not been blessed with success and happiness. And you are hurting so bad because you probably see many people around you have everything that you do deserve, but you have never been granted it. For example, a happy romantic relationship, a happy family life, physical health, some success. You've never had it. And this is only a reading for those who are very advanced and understand about karma and karmic contracts, all right? So this is going to get quite serious, just a trigger warning. Look how this unicorn has this shining light on the top of her, it's a she in this card, horn. What you don't see is that you are a divine light that shines brightest in the dark. Your soul was brave enough to incarnate during these times where you will literally be walking through the shadow of the valley of death, where you'll be seeing so much misery. You agreed to do this. And the reason you have been suffering so much is because you didn't understand, and because you don't see the light that you are. You are a guiding light, also leading many other high vibrational people out of this hell valley that we are all in. So please do something where you use the lessons that you have learned from your pain, and you would not be here if you hadn't learned any lessons. You know what to say to someone who feels like everyone's just out to get them. You know what to say to someone who is just crawling on the ground on all fours because they don't have the strength to walk anymore. You know what to say to them so they will get back up on their feet, because you have been through it. You know what to say to them. So please apply this wisdom and help others. You will be a shining light guiding many people through hell. And we are shifting right now, okay? We are shifting. Things will get better, but there is spiritual warfare and not many people will make it out. Just understand, even if people don't show it, even if you feel lonely, you're such a guiding light for others. And again, work on your third eye chakra. I'm getting that all the time. Work on it because you're very connected. Also through your crown chakra. You're an earth angel. And angels suffer too. I literally said that to someone the other day, you know. The wings get very heavy sometimes. And, you know, hell can be a place on earth. And you are here to walk through it and to help other people see how they can make it through. That's a very selfless job. Wow, it's raining now outside. Two of Wands. You are kind of right now at a crossroads in your life. You will be given a choice. Look how you are on this bridge. Now, trigger warning, do not continue to watch this reading if you are feeling fragile. Okay, do not continue, because I'm about to say something that some people might find triggering. You will know if this is true, so if it's not, don't worry, then it's not for you. But if you feel like you can't take it anymore, your health has reached rock bottom, your physical and your mental health has reached rock bottom, and everything is beyond repair. If your batteries are so low, Spirit will be giving you a choice to make. You can either say yes, that you will continue to do what you have been doing, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice and dealing with pain and witnessing darkness. But again, you will be rewarded on the other side when you transition, but maybe not until then. Or you can exit this reality and go to the Crystal Palace. This is an angel hospital where souls like you, and I'm saying like you and I because I really resonate with this, where we will be healed. Souls who are so extremely wounded, and you know, wounded light warriors, they will be healed in the Crystal Palace. And you can say yes to it. And regardless of what decision you make, it's a blessed one. And you're not weak and you're not a failure. If you allow the Spirit to do this for you, things will fall into place. I don't know how you will exit this reality. This is written in your fate. But it will be, regardless of what you do, it's blessed. Okay? And you should already kind of contemplate, how do you see a future? Because your thoughts become a reality. If you say you can't take it anymore, you will be taken to that Crystal Palace, and maybe you'll be sent back here as a healed person, or you'll stay there until it's safe for you to move on, or you continue to fight and be a light guide and light warrior. And your ability is kind of to feel all of that. For those of you who are really resonating with what I'm saying, the fact that you are resonating and the fact that you can strongly feel like this is all true is your ability. You are so connected to what your fate and purpose is, to your guides and their messages, and to the divine, and you are very connected to understanding what is happening here on planet Earth, the global shift and such. Your gift is that you are an old soul and that you understand what heaven and hell is. You understand what a wounded soul is. And this is very, you know, you're like a martyr. But you don't have to be. If you say you can't take it anymore, some blessing will come. But I'm really seeing that if you can't take it anymore, and if you want a blessing, you will be taken into a parallel universe, into the Crystal Palace realm, or somewhere completely different, because, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow, the Strength card in the reverse. This is confirmation for those of you who did watch that group I was talking about in the Witch reading. The Strength card. You see, like, your batteries are so drained because what you have been doing is trying to, you know, tame the devil, to push the negative away, to heal people who can't be helped. And you don't have to do this. The message is, if it's getting too much, you don't have to do this. You can say no. And then the angels will take care of you and make sure that you get to a place of healing. Okay, you don't have to do this anymore. And I'm really taking this to heart as well, because I feel exactly the way I've been describing here. So you're not alone. We are in this together. You can say no if it's too much. You can say no. In fact, you should say no more often. You don't have to put up with low vibrational people all the time. You need to put yourselves first here. And if you do this, you will get your strength back. And I want to ask now, what kind of strength will you be receiving back if you say no? to being this sacrificial light warrior. Like what gift will you get if you say now? Because I feel like most of you are so done, you don't want to do this anymore. And also Spirit is saying you have fulfilled your karmic contract in that sense. You have cleared your karma, negative karma from the past by sacrificing yourselves and being that light worker. You have cleared it, so it's fine when you say no. But you can go on because there's free will. But what gift will you get? The Knight of Swords. That is so interesting. We are in the year of the dragon, and there is the dragon in the background. Archangel Michael energy. So Archangel Michael is with you. Say the Archangel Michael prayer if you need protection and strength to say no. For anything to, you know, brave up and have courage to walk through the valley of death. Archangel Michael walks with you. Talk to him. He will give you back that strength. The gift, if you say no to being this martyr, and if you say yes to receiving help from the other side, the gift will be angels coming in to heal and protect you. I have done an angel reading on this channel before. I'll try and remember to link it in the description box down below. Remind me if I forget. Archangel Raphael is with you. If you've been seeing green light a lot, that is already a sign that Archangel Raphael is with you. I'm seeing Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael with you very strongly, and they will come and heal you if you want. All right, if you say no to the old stuff, but understand that you will be sent onto a completely different path. Maybe it's still a path here on planet Earth, but it will be very, very different. It will be like a rebirth. So Michael and Raphael are coming through, and maybe also Jophiel. And you will know maybe any other angel that you already have a connection with. Incredible. This is very powerful. If you appreciate this reading, please leave a thumbs up and please leave a comment. They help other people like you find me, these comments. If you don't know what to say, leave the Archangel Michael sword emoji. And if you are new and would like to join this tribe, then please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. I'm continuing with my Elle qui Oracle deck. Give you some messages. I'm gonna be asking your angels who are always with you but who will step in and save and heal you, what they want to say about the reality of who you are, because who you have been in this meat suit is not you. Your soul essence is definitely that of a high vibrational light worker, potentially earth angel, potentially some higher being that had to go through this, or that chose to go through this human experience. I feel like that is like your gift is to see who you really are. You're not a human. You're not a human soul. Kamala. She who emerges, just ignore the name. Enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. But what does Kamala mean in Hindu culture, in Indian? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but you know, this word has a meaning, isn't it? A flower. I see the lotus here, she who emerges. Okay, like you really are allowed to say no and to leave this pain body behind. Like imagine Archangel, whoever, Raphael or your guardian angel taking off this painful flesh prison of your body of suffering, your armor, and what is left is a beautiful emerging soul. Like who are you truly? They want to bless you and show you who you truly are. And your soul is bright and white. You are not your pain. You are not your struggles, all right? Manara, she who waits. We have a very sweet, delicate white butterfly, patience, waiting, determination. You are a being of white light. You are extremely special. So like you're not a human with some gifts. You are the gift. In the darkness. And you know, the divine and your higher self sent you into the darkness so that you could recognize yourselves for who you truly are. There's this beautiful quote that I forgot how it goes literally, but it's about an eagle. And it says, the divine pushed you over the cliff so that you would rise and know yourself because you're an eagle. I thought it said ended, but it says ended. She who doubts, fear, weariness, trust. Green crystals work with Archangel Michael. If you're feeling fearful and doubtful and not trusting, she's been crying. She has a scar on her forehead. You're not trusting this message. Many of you are not trusting this message, and I understand. But trust and believe, because you are probably an angel or some star being. So end your doubt. End your doubt if you can, which is easier said than done, I know. Wow. How do you say this? Abanolaka, she who battles justice, fears commitment. So I have to repeat myself here. You're not a human soul with some psychic gifts. You are the gift. You are an earth angel. You are a light warrior. You are a white light in darkness, and you came here to be exactly where you need to be, to meet exactly the people you had to meet in order to awaken them to the light. Okay, but you have fulfilled your purpose. You can say no, and you can go back to the angelic realms where you belong, or you can be given another task that is not as heavy. Okay, but who you are is the gift. You don't have gifts, you are the gift. Wow, this was very powerful and very emotional for me. We're in the same boat. If you also resonated with it, leave a thumbs up if you did. And if you'd like to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Also, thank you to the lovely people who joined the membership. Sending you all my blessings, and until soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, everyone who resonated with the floating key. And there is something about alchemy, I'm just gonna say it right away. So we are about to find out what your psychic and spiritual abilities, gifts and talents are, and how you can unlock them or elevate them to the next level, because many people will already know. So just keep in mind that this reading is for the collective and that not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does, feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. I haven't even asked the question yet. I'm just going to show you this card for later because it wanted to be seen. Let's put it aside. I want to talk about the image first because that is very significant as well. Now, floating and alchemy. Elements. The power of the elements. There is so much going on for you, and you are probably, group number 3, the most magician-like people. So you might be really into magic. Maybe you have that as a hobby actually, to perform some magic tricks, or maybe you are really into I don't know, I'm getting your energies into causing illusion, but not in a way that you want to deceive people. Like you just like to work with magic. Please let me know if you feel comfortable sharing what that is. I'm feeling very clearly that many of you are blessed with the gift of healing touch. There are many ways to practice that. Reiki is probably the most common one, but there are also shamans who practice the art of channeling spirit through the hands, and often the hands cause heat, and then these people place the hands on a patient's body and help them transmute, you know, pain into health. So that's definitely one of your gifts. energy transmutation and causing warmth where there was cold, causing light where there was dark. It's very magical. I see things hovering, so for some reason I always keep forgetting what this magic skill is called. Teleportation. Okay, teleportation. Now that is wild. If you can teleport yourselves, you are probably famous, but maybe you can do something, maybe you will get there, I don't know. And also, you have that gift to find objects that were lost. And it's not really necessarily that you find them, you just attract them and they pop up where you are, because it's all about these energies that you create. And you might not have realized that this is a gift you have, but you might have been in a situation where you were looking for maybe your key, your car keys, and you were panicking. You didn't know where they were, and then they showed up in a place where you didn't expect them. And if that happened to you, something similar, it's not that you actually dropped those keys there, it's that you made them appear. I hope that makes sense. You could also be someone who helps other people find lost objects, or even lost pets or lost people, which would be wonderful. So there is so much going on. Let's just get started and let's take this card back. And by the way, I will be using the Cats Rule the Earth tarot. So you might be a cat person. If you are, then it's very likely that you have a spirit animal who is a cat or a feline, you know, spirit. Maybe you're a crazy cat lady or lord. Crazy cat lord, that sounds awesome. If you are one, I'd love to come visit you, because I love cats. So yeah, you are a healer, and not just physical healing, but also like, I don't know if that is healing, but you know, helping people find lost things that are very dear to them, valuable lost things, or people, or cats. You know, you kind of heal some energetic disturbance within them with that gift. So that is very cool. Sorry, I'm just tuning into these energies. Yeah, a lost, there is, do you have shelter pets, you know, or like street pets, like street dogs and kittens and maybe other animals? Have you adopted injured animals? If you have, you're obviously very sweet and good, but there is more to it. It's like you nurture them back to mental and emotional health as well. That is a gift also with people, to not just heal them physically, but to heal them mentally and emotionally. You could be doing both or just one thing. So if that really resonates with you, because I'm getting some very nurturing and caring vibes from you. You might already be working as a nurse or some kind of caretaker. If not, get into it, because there are many wounded individuals out there, wounded plants as well. You're just someone who gives so much love, and that spiritual love helps the body heal as well. That's your gift. You're a healer, definitely a healer. I'm an intuitive reader, so how I pull the cards out is done by my intuition. I read in the reverse as well, for those of you who are new here. Look, and we have the Chariot in the reverse. That's a disabled cat. Now, this doesn't have to be about pets, but I'm feeling a strong pet vibe. By the way, yes, I have mentioned that. You definitely have a spirit animal with you, guiding you, helping you potentially heal other animals. So I have explained this before, but if you lost a pet and they are now in spirit, they're still around, and they can tell other animals that are still alive what to do. They can instruct them. So there is huge potential that your spirit animal, I'm just going to call them that, your pet in spirit, brings other wounded animals your way or abandoned animals so that you can nurture them back to health. Or maybe they do that with people. But you're a helper, you're a healer. And you have this gift that wounded individuals trust you. You know, maybe abused individuals trust you. The Five of Cups, yes, that's about, you know, rebuilding the broken-hearted, the wounded, people who, and animals and plants and like whatever has a spirit, who have been through hardships and loss. You could potentially also become some kind of grief counselor. Maybe you could specialize in people who lost pets, because for many people, including myself, pets are not just, you know, cute little animals that we keep. They are soulmates. So you have a lot of empathy. And I don't know if it comes from this life or from past lives as well, that you have been through this scenario yourself. So you have learned how to heal yourselves and others who go through trauma, through loss, through abuse, and all of that. Just a quick word, if you are about to share something sensitive in the comments, how you help wounded animals or people, maybe put trigger warning before you write it, because it can be very hurtful if people read that. Just a little advice. Because I'm someone, I can deal with so much, and I've had to deal with so much, but I cannot for the life of me take it when animals suffer. I'm like a crybaby. I can't take it. It traumatizes me just to hear about it or witness it. Even on a minor level, I can't. I have such a big heart for animals. If you are the same, that is not a weakness, it's a gift. So please, more about this. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Guys, you are therapists, and you know, you don't have to study psychology to become a therapist. There are many different kinds of therapists out there. You can do courses and do training to become, you know, any sort of counselor. But here, I see you really as someone who's a divine helper, and spirit works through you to heal also people who go through or grew up in broken home situations, and people who don't have a family, people who don't have friends, and all animals, okay? If you have been wanting to help in some kind of shelter for homeless, for abused people, for animals, do that now. Or if you want to run one yourself, I'm kind of hearing and feeling that someone here, and you might already be doing this, is already running some kind of sanctuary. Do it, do it. This is so needed. And maybe you want to do a kind of sanctuary for people as well, or for kids, like any vulnerable, weak group of souls. You have the gift to be so empathetic, to pick up intuitively on what their issue is, even if they are too broken to express it. It's like you can read their mind, you can sense their emotions. So you are an empath and a hypersensitive, and I am too, and it is hard, it is tough. I struggle because I pick up like an antenna on everything when I'm with people, and sometimes like going to the supermarket is hell because I feel what people feel. If you're like me, you might feel cursed, but really it's a blessing when you apply it in the right way, and it will give you back some strength that you lose along the way, or in daily life. So you are a hypersensitive empath with a healing gift. Justice, yeah. You are also some kind of advocate. I've been getting that in a few readings of mine. If you missed it, watch the reading about what kind of talent you have that will bring you an income or success. You are definitely an advocate, someone stepping in, standing up for groups of souls who can't defend themselves, who don't have a voice. So join some kind of group, institution, found one yourselves if you can, if you have the means. Yeah, just maybe also get public about it. I don't know. Translate it to how it fits your situation. You could start a social media account, you know, advertising this good cause that you have and showing other people who would potentially donate what good things you do with their donations. And also, you know, be the voice for those who don't have one, and make people see how miserable and abandoned and ignored some wounded souls are. Some what do you call it, like not privileged ones. So maybe also kids, you know, or maybe the elderly. Those poor elderly people, they don't have a voice. Often they don't have families looking after them, and they literally rot away in some kind of institutions, and they have no one by their side. So maybe you could do something in a hospice. I don't know why my voice, hang on, needed to take a grounding breath because my throat chakra was kind of blocked, and I think that's a sign for you that you need to use your voice for those people who suffer. So don't shy away from being an advocate and drawing the attention towards it. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could mean different things here depending on your situation. It could mean that for you, this will always be something that you will do on a basis where you don't really make a living from it, where you don't earn anything, or if you do, you will pass that on, you know, for this cause. For the rest of you, if you want to make this your job, it could potentially become something very stable. But again, I see you as a giver. You're not someone who wants to become super rich and famous doing this. You are really such a sweet, giving, empathetic, sensitive helper. I feel like you're such a pure soul. You would give everything you have to someone in pain, to an animal. I would always say, and people believed me, about my sweet cat who transitioned in January, I would have donated an organ to him. That's how much I loved him. And I feel like you are the same. When you see a loving, wounded creature in pain, or if you see them struggle, you give them all you have. You share everything you have with them. Yeah, that's the bigger message here. You are so giving. You are so selfless. You have such a pure heart. So your heart is a gift. And again, you know exactly what a wounded individual needs for their well-being, for their recovery. You're very connected, possibly to many archangels as well. So don't be shy to reach out to angels for help, because they're there to support people who are exactly like you. Or depending on your belief system, some saints or some gods, I don't know, the divine itself, your ancestors, they will help you for this good cause, because you are a helper and an advocate, a divine one. I love that so much. If you love it too, please leave a thumbs up, and please support me with a comment. They help so much. If you don't know what to say, you should probably leave a paw emoji or a dog or a cat emoji. And if you are new and would like to join this lovely tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is my El Ki Oracle Oracle deck that was gifted by Jasmin Katrin. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but thank you if you're watching. Éclat, that's French. She who regrets, battle, victory, bitterness. So you, maybe, do you have regrets that you have not given this cause more attention? But I don't feel like the regret part is on you. You are someone who helps individuals who were on the losing end of a battle and it was unfair. Okay, look at how there are skulls here on the ground. So you could become a medium to help people connect with their deceased pets and loved ones, a grief counselor, or I'm getting hospice energy, hospice nurse energy, or animal sanctuary energy. If you are into that, you could become someone, you know, a death doula. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, someone who helps souls transition to the other side, who, you know, sits by individuals in their darkest hours, who's not in it, you know, for the fun and for the gain, who's truly in it to help. That is you. You're such a sweet soul. But yeah, you will definitely see a lot of sad things there. But again, keep in mind, there's not many people like you who do that. And you'll be such an earth angel if you do. Étreinte. Yeah, of course, these words are French because the deck is French, but it has English on it. I don't know. It says, she who enfolds, suave embrace self-care. We have a bluebird here, blue jay. Is this a blue jay? I don't know. But if you are lucky enough to live in an area where you have blue jays, I'm so jealous. They are so beautiful. I'm hearing animal whisperer for sure. So, because this bird here, again, is like an animal guide, also helping you, supporting you when it comes to communicating with animals. Again, anyone who can't really talk, maybe, and I'm seeing that for some of you, you'll be someone who can sense what compromised, severely compromised people need. People who are maybe in a coma, or elderly or disabled people. She has a big forehead. Do you have a big forehead? I do. I have a 5 head. And our bodies are always a reflection of our soul and our purpose in an incarnation. If you have a big forehead, it means you have a big third eye chakra. It means you're very, truly open-minded, have a big horizon. You're very intelligent. So, you're a communicator for sure, but not when it comes to, you know, speaking, even though you will be an advocate speaking to those who are not in that disadvantaged situation. You will be communicating through telepathy or whatever with those who can't speak. Does the name Lily or the flower lily, is that a message for you? Are you French Canadian? Some message here that will only resonate with one person maybe. Kali is your name, Kali. I heard this name before in a reading, and then a viewer of mine whose name is Kali said, yeah, that's me. Kali, if you're watching. If anyone who has significance when it comes to this name's watching, this is for you. She who frees, and for everyone else, obviously. Liberation, unrestrained freedom. What is she throwing into the ocean? Some chains. She's breaking chains. You will maybe free people from some kind of prison. This won't resonate with too many people here, but you could become someone who helps people who are in jail. You know, many people end up in jail because they grew up very disadvantaged and who didn't know better than to, you know, go down the wrong path. And you could maybe come in and teach inmates how to read and write, if that is safe. Or are you someone who has a, what you call those, a pen pal who is an inmate when some kind of facility? That could be a thing, you know, emotional support for those who are shamed and, you know, feeling guilty. Yeah, or victims of war zones. Very kind of Mother Teresa-ish work that you're doing here. I'm thinking of women like Lady Diana and Mother Teresa, you know, how the famous incident where Lady Diana hugged a person who had AIDS and was on their deathbed. You know, that kind of selflessness, I see that as your gift. And that level of selflessness, sorry, is highly, highly spiritual and highly divine. Valencia, she who stands, yeah, resolute, implacable, determined. This is also, you know, Earth Angel and Justice Warrior energy here. And I saw that in group number 2 as well, I believe. But you, group number 3, you are the sensitives and the empathetic ones, you know. Lady Diana is what comes to mind as the archetype of what you were made for, all right? So that is truly so beautiful. You will stand with the broken and you'll be their voice, and you'll connect with them and truly understand them. You'll be doing some shadow work maybe with those who, you know, went down the wrong path. You will let me know if you feel comfortable how this resonates, because this is all that I have for you. Please leave a thumbs up, it would mean so much. If you would like to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. Thank you so much for the people who have become members of this channel. Sending you many, many blessings, and until soon. Bye.